All right, you testified at your last deposition that JMMI owns 3 vehicles, a BMW, a Mercedes, and a Bentley.
Yes.
Have you driven those cars?
Yes.
Is Michelle?
No. We usually have a driver.
The 3 cars that we've talked about, in whose name are the titles?
They're in the ministry name.
They're all in JMMI.
I think everything except the Bentley.
Whose name is the Bentley in?
It's in DeWin McDeal.
I have a question, just from a, you minister to the poor and the sick and all that. Isn't it a little offensive to be driving around in a Bentley and a Mercedes to people that really, are impoverished and sick and ill and AIDS and drug rehab? Isn't it a little offensive to sort of being show-placing what you have?
Well, dear one, I don't show place to people, and I'm not in
Bentley.
that car. You don't see me driving around in that car every day. I don't do that.
But it's in
You
the
know.
ministry. Everybody
No.
in the ministry sees you. You said you drive it.
I haven't before. You just asked me have I drove it, but it ain't something I drive every day or even every year. I don't do that. I have drivers who pick up my guests, my high-profile guests. No,
But do you see
no.
my point that people that are suffering and giving you whatever their last dime is and in donations and drug habits, to have them see you drive around your high-profile guests in a Bentley or Mercedes might be offensive and hurtful even.
It could be offensive if they didn't know my life, but they know
Oh.
my life. It would be offensive to someone like you who's trying to make it bad, but
So it's
because your
important you have a
attitude,
Bentley.
it ain't really important. That don't make me.
Then you also have a Land Rover that you lease.
Range Rover.
Range Rover.
Yes, it's not a Land Rover. It's a Range Rover.
Which is the better one? I don't even know.
I don't know. They're just cars. That's all.
All right, then there's a series of documents that total almost $50,000 to Limoland in 2013 and 14. You have to answer yes instead
Yes.
of- Okay, what was that for?
That was to cut the Mercedes into a limo.
It was to cut the Mercedes,
Into a limo.
and who needs that?
No, that's for guests.
It's for guests and for you
It's mostly
when
for
you're
guests.
entertaining guests?
Yes.
When you're entertaining.
Well, I'm not. When we have guests come in, high-profile people, we
You
we
have to have
treat
a
them
limo.
that way. Don't have to have a limo, but
In a
We-
Mercedes limo.
we treat them.
You treat them?
I said that we have hospitality. Maybe that's a better word.
Okay, then.
And this is not the first one the ministry's had. We
Oh,
had
not the
another
first.
Mercedes limousine. That's right. So
So you paid Limoland almost $50,000 total,
almost 50,000
and that was
To cut
for what? To make a limo.
to cut the Mercedes into a limo.
And
And
you
it
think that
became-
was a good use of the money that people donated to you in JMMI?
Well, I mean, the banks certainly have looked at that on our books as good because it has an appraisal value of almost 200K, a little over 150,000.
So, but you got this from donations, and you decided to use it to make a limo.
We really invested really good. The banks
No, I'm
really
just
think
asking
that.
if that's what you did.
No, not the way you're saying it. It's you're fortifying, forging.
I'm forging?
With your mouth,
Then
yeah.
Just, the question is,
Okay.
did you use the money for the purpose?
No.
The answer is yes.
So